My name is Sofia, and I'm really interested in life expectancy. Right now, I'm wondering, how could life expectancy change based on where someone's zip code is? So right now, I have the topography map that shows some of the forms of the land checked as a base map, and I'm going to turn on the life expectancy map. And let's zoom into the university district. That's where I'm going to school in the future, and I'm just really curious what life expectancy is in that area. So it looks like it's pretty low, as we can tell by the key, which is really interesting because if I go back to a place that I've lived before in West Seattle, life expectancy is very high. And this is making me think, like, what could be causing that? I'm wondering if poverty could be a big factor. So I'm going to turn on this poverty marker, and it looks like, yeah, in this area, less than 10% of the people are below the double poverty level. And then if we go up to the university district, it's quite a bit different. And it seems like poverty, in that sense, is playing a huge impact in how long people are expected to live. That's crazy. It's like, depending on your zip code, you're going to have access to more resources or less resources. And that makes me think a lot about environmental health. Could food play a role in this? Maybe people in this area up here have access to more food and healthier options than people in the lower regions of West Seattle. So I took a look at love, I checked food systems, and yeah, this down here looks like a really good map to take a look at how food could contribute to life expectancy. This map gives us a really interesting look at how food is accessible in certain regions through color. So right now I have the red checked, which means a significant number of the residents in certain regions are more than 1 mile in urban areas or 20 miles in rural areas from the nearest supermarket. So, that makes sense. Like, if people are farther away from supermarkets, it's going to be harder for them to get the healthy food that they need to support themselves. Okay, so it looks like that area around South Park and part of West Seattle does have a lot of people who don't have direct access to supermarkets in a convenient way. So that makes a lot of sense. And it's something that also makes me think about what other environmental health factors could be playing a role in how people get the resources that they need to live long lives. I think a big part of environmental health is the air that people breathe. Could pollution perhaps be playing a role in environmental health and hence life expectancy of people in areas of Seattle? So I'm going to the maps we love to take a look at this. And I think a good place to start, since I was looking at the White Center area and looking around South Park, would be, let's see, yeah, what makes Georgetown and South Park healthy and unhealthy maps. All right, so if we go to those maps and scroll down, and it looks like here they've marked some places that are healthier and some concerns. I was thinking about pollution, and I'm already seeing 4. There's air pollution in South Park that is labeled on this map. It looks like 8, contamination in the river, 16, garbage in the river, and there are, of course, some healthy aspects, but it seems like here they've identified some things that could be contributing to poor environmental health. So this is interesting to see, but I also don't like this. I don't like that depending on where people live in my county, life expectancy is vastly different. People have access to different resources, and where I'm living right now, I'm going to have a different quality of life compared to places that I've lived in the past. It's like, now I feel like I want to do something. How can I have an impact on improving the environmental health of my community to work towards boosting life expectancy for all people?